ماذا في خدمة Crunchbase Pro؟
كل المعلومات عن النظام الحيوي لريادة الأعمال، عن المبادرين، عن الشركات الناشئة، عن التمويل ومعلومات أخرى موجودة اليوم على كرانشبيس. كرانشبيس هو منصة أو موقع يحتوي كل هذه المعلومات منذ العام 2007. أطلق مؤخراً كرانشبيس خدمة جديدة بتحمل اسم كرانشبيس برو وفيها خاصية البحث والبحث المعمق. هنتعرف سوا على كرانشبيس وكرانشبيس برو.
Crunchbase is one of the world's most widely relied upon business information platforms. It has information on companies, everything from Fortune 500s, your Wells Fargos, your Googles, to even the smallest two one-person startups that were founded out of a garage last week. It also has information on investors, including acquisition data, all of their portfolio companies, the individual lead investors and partners at those VCs, as well as information on schools, acquisitions, just a bevy of information in our database. We have a data exchange, so we're partnered with over 2,700 venture capital firms across the world, so they're sending us their funding information, showing us what they're doing. We also have a community of more than 300,000 active users editing the data, and then an internal data team, which I'm a part of, working on monitoring data quality and contributions and just augmenting the data set in any way we can.
Data quality. How do you know that this data is true and authentic?
So we have a variety of moderation techniques, both automated and manual, to make sure the data is accurate. We're also very particular about things like funding information being correct, because being quantitative data, you don't want that to even be off by a few $1,000s, because then it's basically useless. So things like that, we really try and be scrupulous about the quality of. So I'm really only interested in ed tech firms that have done a Series B. So if you were to pull up just ed tech in a query, you're getting 1,600 different companies. So that is a pretty large list. So I'm gonna sort of
international
narrow it down.
and local.
Yes. So I'm gonna narrow that down by funding information. I'm gonna look at our last funding date. So the last funding round we've done, the deal info, the funding type, and then I'm gonna look at Series Bs. So that's 45 companies. They're pretty established. They've done a Series B. They have some capital to play with. And I want to monitor this. If another company is at Series A stage right now and Series B, I want to know when they raise that round. So you save the list, and you can use our robust notification system where you can track additions. So if someone raises that Series B and becomes result number 46, I'll get an email. And you can set that up for daily or weekly. So I track ed tech companies that are raising Series B, specifically in SF. And I get an email on the daily if they raise a funding round, if they IPO, or if they're acquired. You can also crawl even for news mentions. That'll get you a lot of information, so it could be a bit overwhelming admittedly, but if you're looking to watch a company closely, that's exactly what you want.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and then within this, it's also shareable. So something we pride ourselves on is the accessibility of this platform. So this URL up here is static. So if I make that URL shareable, I could send that over to someone and they could open it up and look at the list that I'm looking at, see the data I'm engaging with. You can also export to CSV.
Shareable even with people that are not subscribed.
Yes, that are not on the platform.
Not on the platform.
Yeah, so they open it up and they can see it. It is a freemium model, so anyone has access to a basic level of search through Crunchbase Pro. And with the subscription, you get all the robust features.
So the basic one has one or two search tools?
Yeah, so you can do a single query and one join.
Okay. And the subscription one?
You can do full robust queries of 10 lines. I've saved lists that are like 2 or 3 items, because it's like ed tech companies that are seed stage in Philadelphia, where I'm from.
So you can narrow down to geographic...
whatever you would like. So headquarters location, just some of the things, founding date. And you can also explore from the investor side. So if you want to see portfolio companies, like let's see who's investing in the ed tech space. So I'm going to look at their funding as well, similar to what we did last time, their last funding round, deal info, funding type, and seed. Search it up. Boom. Those are 347 investors that are interested in seed stage, and they're investing in seed stage ed tech companies. So if I'm an ed tech company looking to raise my seed, these are potential people I could be interacting with, who I could be attracting to invest in our round. And even we can go by people. So you can look at...
By people?
Yes. So you can do things, look at job history. I want to see who's coming out of Twitter and founding their own startups, because I trust Twitter leadership, and I think people coming out of that company are going to have some success, so I want to follow them. and you can follow and track and just engage with the data and follow what you're interested in.
How you type the name of the guy or Twitter?
Yeah, so
or?
we can type, we could do, so we're querying, we're in the people section. So we're gonna say past jobs, company info, company. So we'll just pull everyone who's at Twitter. So this is everyone who has worked at Twitter and has moved on.
From Jack Dorsey and
Yeah,
down.
so Jack Dorsey, this is all their past jobs, right?
Yeah.
So what you'd be able to do is then riff off and look for their startups, look where they're moving. You can do the same with investments. So if you want to see people who are coming from a particular company where they're putting their money,
So I see like
well.
discovered by companies, people, investors,
Yes.
funding rounds, acquisitions,
Yep.
schools and events.
Yes. So even a lot of the meetups and including this conference, we have them all pulled in here. You can see who the speakers are, which companies are represented and pitching, all those, who are the judges for these pitches competitions. Crunchbase.com.